later in this episode. But first...
Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears, and I am here today with a brand new video. Now, since the parks have reopened, lots of things have changed, and one of the biggest changes has been how your dining is done. So I've had to go to a lot of different restaurants to see what the procedure's like, and along the way, I've gotten to eat some pretty delicious things. Tough job, but somebody's got to do it. And now I'm here to share with you a couple of my best things that I've had recently at table service restaurants around Walt Disney World. I am actually here to eat at Garden Grill restaurant, which is a character dining inside the Land Pavilion. It is a Chip, Dale, Mickey, and Pluto usually are the guests that are here. And I wanted to check out how they're doing it. It's a family style meal, and I'm here to scope out how they are doing that currently without the characters being able to come to your table, how they're doing the food, what's on the menu, etc. Look who it is! It's Chip and Dale! So I'm sitting on the front row, they're in the back, they're causing mischief, they're having fun. They're so cute, I love you guys. So first things first, my server made a cute little Mickey out of the plates and bowls, which I really love. Second, I was brought a water and an iced tea. Non-alcoholic beverages, non-signature beverages are included. So soda, water, coffee, tea, totally included. Or then you can add alcohol or like a specialty beverage. And then the first course is a beautiful salad, which is actually made out of ingredients from Living with the Land, which is super cool. And then you've got some delicious rolls with some fresh citrus butter. So that's your appetizer course when you're here. Look who else came to my table. It's Mickey and Pluto, obviously. Mickey's looking so dazzling in his farmer's outfit. And Mickey just told me he's been making a lot of bread. Have you been using the bananas down from the land for banana bread? Banana bread got quite a glow up right now. If you're unfamiliar with Garden Grill, it is a character dining, obviously, and it's all you care to enjoy, but it's family style. So they bring everything out. Everybody gets everything. They've got this mac and cheese that literally has goldfish in it. I'm obsessed with it. And then it's kind of Thanksgiving adjacent. So they've got some steak here with a nice chimichurri sauce. They've got mashed potatoes, green beans, some turkey and gravy, some stuffing, and some corn. And then that's a course addition into that salad and that bread. And if you want more of anything, like if you want more mashed potatoes, if you want more steak, just ask your server and they will happily bring you more of anything. Time to dig into my meal. I'm gonna start with this salad. And I love that it's a seasonal salad and changes as the whatever's in season from the land does. It is so good and so fresh. And I'm going over the farm right now, which is really fun. So I actually love salad, and got a great vinaigrette, some fresh cucumber and tomato chopped up in there. It's just so nice to have something fresh and light and a vegetable when you're in Disney World, so I love that they start with that. And then to cancel that out, let's just get into this bread. Freshly made citrus butter. The lighting in here, my God, it is not flattering. I'm so sorry. And then I'm gonna get a little bite of this stuffing. Stuffing or dressing? Which one is it? You debate in the comments. Oh, that is seasoned well. That's really good. And I don't actually like stuffing. It's like one of my least favorite things about the Thanksgiving meal because I'm like, it's just weird bread. But that actually had a lot of flavor, a lot of good spice, not hot, but just like spices, flavors, thyme, a little rosemary, I think. I'm gonna try a little turkey. I actually don't like turkey either, so. I like turkey like on a sandwich, but I don't love turkey like Thanksgiving turkey. I'm kind of useless at Thanksgiving because I'm just in it for the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes. But turkey's cooked well, and the gravy's actually nice. It's a brown gravy. Classic mashed potato. Ooh, oh my gosh, those are buttery. I did not expect to be that into these. Wow. Those caught me by surprise. Really good creamy mac. Your kids are gonna like that. I'm a big fan of that. Is this the most exciting thing I've ever eaten? No, but it's a classic, and sometimes you just don't mess with a classic. Let's get a little bit of steak here too. I'm trying to cut it with my not dominant hand while I talk to you. Well, that didn't work, so. I don't eat like this with other people. The steak is quite good. It's thin. I like that chimichurri sauce. That's great. And then I'm gonna go with this corn succotash. Corn, lima beans. I'm not a huge lima bean gal, but I love corn. My family's from Iowa, so. And last but not least, I almost forgot. I usually love the green beans here. I don't know what they do to them. Butter, probably, but. For me, my favorites are the green beans, the mac, those mashed potatoes were A+, and the steak, and the salad. So, like, all of it. But very good. I've always enjoyed this character meal because I like that they bring the food to you. You don't have to get up and worry about a buffet. You can always ask for more. And I like that the characters come to you. So even though it's a little bit different now, I do like that you don't have to get up and worry about being like, oh, I'm up at the buffet. Oh, no, Mickey's coming to my table. You can just sit here and enjoy and relax and look down at Living with the Land. I just took a big bite. Did you cook this? Oh, my goodness. Dale, you scared me. Have you guys been busy? What have you been doing? Dancing? What have you? He's crazy. I know. I'm literally so excited about this cake. That is so good. A lot of times, the dessert at table service meals is not my favorite. They're back again! I'm just eating dessert. You want some, Pluto? Yeah, probably.
It's had a lot of whipped cream.
I bet. It's probably not good on the old tummy, huh? Just finished up dinner at the Garden Grill. As always, my pro tip is to get a to-go water or whatever drink you had, so like an iced tea, soda, whatever. You already paid for it. They'll happily get you a to-go one. And so just take that with you, a coffee, whatever. Garden Grill, you definitely got closer than Topolino's because the characters kind of like looked down on you. So I got pretty close to them and could take pretty cute selfies. Not the same still as, them actually coming to your table and giving them a hug and them signing your autograph book, but it is still the same price and there's no dining plan right now. So I can't even be like $60. What a great credit on the dining plan, a single credit on the dining plan. So it was a $60 dinner for me to go eat there by myself. So take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's worth it. The food alone isn't worth that to me. It's very good for a character meal, but it's not like the best food ever. And once again, if I'm paying $60 for dinner at this point, and I would rather go eat a Chico steak. Hola, mis amigos. I am in Mexico, obviously. And I'm gonna go eat at San Angel Inn, which I literally haven't eaten at in 15 years probably. So, here we go. To start, I got this Queso Fondito, which looks amazing. It's queso with cheese, obviously peppers and onions, and then there's some chorizo, and then it comes with some fresh tortillas, so you can make yourself like a little quesadilla situation. So this Queso Fondito, I'm putting it in the light a little bit, it's really dark in here, sorry. This Queso Fondito comes with fresh tortillas, and then you can make yourself that little quesadilla. So here's mine. I also want to point out, when you're looking at the menu here, this is the same, run by the same people that do La Cava del Tequila, so they're gonna have really great drinks if you are a margarita fan. Here's my little baby quesadilla thing. Wow, that is lovely. Mexican's my favorite kind of food. So this is awesome. Getting a little heat from those peppers. Nice yummy cheese. A little heat from the chorizo too, I think. So if you're completely spice averse, there's definitely heat in this. I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, but I'm loving it because I love heat. But what an awesome, delicious, shareable appetizer, or TBH, that could be your meal, and I would not judge you for it. In fact, I would commend you. One thing I do want to note though, it's not queso, like look how thick it is. If you're like me and used to Tex-Mex, and you know you can like dip a chip in it and it's really gooey, this isn't like that. You got to use these 2 spoons to get it out and get it onto your little tortilla. So it's really, really good, but it's definitely different from like queso, like you could get in La Cava at one point or like you're probably used to. For my entree, I'm trying the pollo a las rajas, which is a chicken breast, abed a pile of some garlic roasted potatoes, and then it's got a poblano pepper cream sauce on top of it, or under it, I guess, or all over it, and it looks delicious. And this is definitely more authentic Mexican than I think a lot of people are used to. People are used to like Tex-Mex, and they do have tacos. They do have some more like Tex-Mexy style stuff, mostly tacos, but I'm excited to try this because this is a little more authentica. Excited to try this chicken. Wow, that cream sauce. Wowzers. I want to bathe in that. That is so good. It's got corn, some cotija cheese. Definitely not spicy. That cream sauce is excellent. I'm gonna get a little potato. My server recommended this one and he did not lead me astray. Nice roasted potato. This is very good. And I still have a tortilla left over from the queso and he said he'd bring me more. So I'm gonna do like a little taco situation where I put this creamy sauce, some chicken and stuff in a fresh tortilla. This is so good. And again, this is not what I traditionally think of. We're gonna get Mexican food, but super flavorful, super creamy. I think just about anybody would like this one because it's not spicy. So I do think if I were to order something else, if I was gonna come back, I would probably pick the queso over this. But this is very good. Just finished up dinner at San Angel Inn and I had a very great meal. I had that Queso Fondito was fabulous, had a little kick to it, and that chicken was great too. I loved that creamy sauce. I thought both were great recommendations from my server. The service was great. I know a lot of people don't love this restaurant, but I kind of feel the same way about this as I do about the Nine Dragons over in the China Pavilion. And that's that I eat a lot of Chinese food and Mexican food not at Disney World. So for some people like me, maybe you don't want to eat something that you eat a lot at home for a lot less money. However, this was a little bit more unique, I would say, than the Mexican food I get elsewhere. Like that chicken dish was really unique. I'd never had anything like that at like a Tex-Mex place. So yeah, but if you're here at Epcot and you want something a little more exotic or maybe something you can't get at home, maybe you want to go to France or Morocco or do Takumi Thai, which is that awesome experience over in Japan, then you want to kind of step outside your comfort zone. Maybe this isn't for you, but if you want something that's a familiar flavor profile but maybe a little bit more upscale, you want this cool ambiance that's in here, then I really enjoyed myself at St. Angel. And I know it can be a little hit or miss based on reviews and things like that, but I really enjoyed myself and I thought it was great, and now I feel legally required to go ride Grand Fiesta Tour, so let's go. Do you know where I am for lunch? Hint. Do you know now? It's Be Our Guest. One thing you're gonna see wherever you eat, quick service or full service, everywhere I've been so far since Disney World reopened at Disney Springs and at the Magic Kingdom, you're gonna see that some tables are marked off as not available right now because they wanna make sure everyone's properly socially distanced. So they are gonna take less reservations because they can only accommodate a fraction of the people they could before. If you've been here at breakfast or lunch when it was a quick service, you'll know that this actually is normally opened up and it's got straws and napkins and condiments and refillable drinks. But then at the dinner service, which was always a sit-down service, they would close it up. So it's closed up right now. So you're not up refilling your drinks or getting condiments or anything like that. The cast members will happily do that for you. Little fun factoid about Be Our Guest, all the kids up there are the Imagineers as kids or the Imagineers kids that worked on this restaurant. So that's a little fun thing you can tell people. The way the menus are working are, again, these QR codes that we've seen at Disney Springs at places, as well as at the Disney resorts. You just open up the camera app in your phone, aim it at that QR code, and it will pull up the menu. Again, right now it is a 3-course prix menu. So you are going to choose an appetizer, you are going to choose an entree, and then everybody gets the dessert trio, not quick service, only the sit-down signature prefix. For my starter, I went with the platter of seasonal meats and cheeses. It's like a little baby charcuterie board situation. So you've got some different meats. There's a truffle goat in there, some stone ground mustard, little crostinis, some blueberry compote, and Stilton. So if you're a meat and cheese fan, I'm very into this, and I'm really excited about it. Beast. Out of the entrees, I have selected the center cut filet. It comes with seasonal vegetables, which right now are green beans, and then it's got a red wine glaze and some mushrooms, and I'm very excited to dig into this because it looks delightful. Sorry I'm eating in the West Wing because it's really dark, but I'm not sorry I'm eating in the West Wing because it's awesome. Anyway, let's get into this steak. That is very good. And it's been a minute since I've had a steak. I asked for medium rare. It's pretty medium rare. It may be a little closer to medium, but it's still good. I love a red wine glaze. And this is a good one. It's not as good as Chico's steak with red wine, but it's very good. And I love the shroomies. When you get a good bite together, this pureed veggie, which it's not potato. It tastes more like parsnip or a root vegetable. Then you get all of that, you get a mushroom, and you get a piece of steak. It's a very good bite. The prefix meal is expensive. There's no doubt about it. It's $62 an adult. But I had a very lovely charcuterie to start. This steak is really high quality. And then they've got a really cute dessert trio that comes with it too. So you're also paying for the experience of being in the restaurant, and that's the only way you're gonna get in here. And it is very, very gorgeous in here. So they're not doing the quick service, which is normally what I would recommend. So maybe if it's a special occasion or something, you may wanna still come in and do the prefix. Just finished up lunch at Be Our Guest. Couple of thoughts. One, it's so beautiful in there. I just love it. And the music, oh, it's so great. Okay, but let's talk about how it's different. One, there is a QR menu, just like there has been at every other Disney restaurant I've gone to. So there's no actual menu. The Beast, previously, he would meet in the study, and you could take your picture with him, and he could sign your autograph book. He doesn't do that anymore, so what he does instead is it's like 20-ish minutes, some music would start, and then he would come out and he would walk through all of the different rooms, and he'd wave to everybody. So you still got to see him, and then at the end of the meal, we got like a card, and it had his autograph on it. So that's how they're handling that. And then, of course, the biggest change is just that there's no quick service option anymore, so it's a $62 prefix meal. Can you tell where I am? Does that help? I am at the Beer Garden. This is the restaurant in the Germany Pavilion at Epcot. Normally this is a buffet, and it's seated family style in that, I mean, if I was at this table of 8, they would probably put some other people here with me, but they're obviously not doing that right now. So you get your own table, and I am one of literally like 7 tables in here with people in it, so it's very strange. And they're doing it family style, as in they bring the food to you, all you care to enjoy still, so you can ask for more of anything, and no longer a buffet. So I'm excited to go to Germany and then see what Oktoberfest is like here at the Beer Garden today. Let's try some beer. All right, here's the Beck's. Again, it's a Pilsner, just a light classic beer. Delicious. Just a standard beer. You can get it out at the beer carts as well, but it's a good one. A classic, like I said. If you want just like a light beer, that's the one you're gonna go with. And then we've got the Dunkel. This is the darker one. Definitely darker, definitely heavier, definitely a little meatier for me. that's as much as I could drink because I'm not super into beers that are basically like drinking a meal. But if you like a dark beer, a lot of good flavor, and I enjoy it, but I just can't drink a lot of it. This is the Weiss Beer. Wheat beers are my favorite, so yeah, that is fantastic. If I was going to get a big one of something, I'd probably get that one. Nice, crisp. It's got that wheat flavor, that fruit flavor on the back end. It's similar to like a Blue Moon, but way better because it's a German beer. And then lastly, we've got that Grapefruit Beer. Cheers to that. Light, crisp, refreshing. Definitely tastes like grapefruit. Not my personal favorite. If I'm going to do one of these, I'm going to go with the wheat beer. But it is crisp and refreshing, and I know a lot of people that aren't normally beer drinkers enjoy that one because it's so fruity and fresh. All right, so let's talk about what I've gotten so far. I have gotten this thing of delicious-looking pretzel bread, obviously a must, and I've gotten this tray of salads. Again, this all used to be buffet, so now they just bring you a little bit of everything. We've got the potato salad, a beet salad, a macaroni salad, and a cucumber and tomato salad. Start with the tomato cucumber. Crisp, refreshing, vinegary. Ooh, super vinegary. It's a nice fresh salad though. Mix up the macaroni. That one is so good. Creamy. It's got peas in it, but it's that creamy kind of, I don't even know, mayonnaise? Do they eat mayonnaise in Germany? I don't know what it is, but that's really, really yummy. Next I've got a beet. I don't really like beets, but you know me, I'm gonna try a little of everything. Tastes like a beet. I don't have anything else to say. It's actually not that bad. Is it a texture thing I don't like? I don't know. Not my favorite, but not horrible. If you like beets, I'm sure you'll like it. And lastly, a little baby potato. Much like the macaroni salad. It's creamy. Got a little paprika on it. Little round baby potatoes. I think the macaroni is my favorite with the potato in a close second, but both of these are really great. And again, this is all you care to enjoy, so if you want a little more of one of them, go ahead and ask for it. And I also got that pretzel bread. They brought butter, they brought mustard. They just brought me my plate of food. Remember, it's all you care to enjoy, so if you want more, you can ask for more of anything. We've got the schnitzel and the spatzel. One's the pasta, one's this delicious fried goodie here, and I don't know the difference, so sorry. Meatballs, you've got some bratwurst, other sausages, some roasted potatoes, some rotisserie chicken, and what is this? Oh, it's sitting on a bed of sauerkraut. Of course, you have a little sauerkraut action. So that is your main hot foods that you're gonna get at the meal right now. Love there's a little show that happens, and that is still happening. There's a band that comes out and plays a couple different German instruments, and they sing some German songs, so that's a really fun little addition. Dance floor is closed, but I do like that there's a little live entertainment while you're here. Now let's dig into this food. I'm gonna first try the schnitzel, which that one's the breaded meat. I want to say it's pork. And that is yummy, especially dipped in that good German mustard. I mean, yeah, it's just a thin fried piece of meat, so yeah, it's delicious. And then the spatzel are the noodles. Tastes like noodles. Try a little tater, roasted tater, dipped in the mustard. I'm gonna dip everything in the mustard. Perfectly cooked. Cut the bratwurst. It's not going well. There we go. I'm gonna try the bratwurst with a little sauerkraut, a little mustard. Still trying to cut it. Got it. A little sauerkraut. A little bratwurst. That's why you come here. That is so good. So flavorful. Roasted chicken. Ooh, you know what? That's perfect. And that probably doesn't get enough acknowledgement because everyone likes the schnitzel and the bratwurst. But I'm here to tell you, chicken, you are delicious. And lastly, a meatball. That might be the best one. That is a tasty meatball. Overall, great meat selection. All of it delicious. We have an apple strudel with vanilla cream sauce, a black forest cake, a cheesecake, and then a berry compote that you can put on whatever you want. Mix and match. Live your dessert dreams here at the Beer Garden. I'm starting it off with the cheesecake. Wow, super creamy, super rich. I'm gonna put a little of that berry on there, right? Berry with the cheesecake. Gotta do it, kick it up a notch, but that's very rich, delicious cheesecake. Now the black forest cake. Super rich, super chocolatey. There's like a cream in the middle, as well as some fruit compote right there in the middle. A unique but delicious chocolate cake, and last but not least, the apple strudel. That's where it's at. You can taste the cinnamon, apples. Love that crust, flaky crust. Overall, the Beer Garden, it's a little bit different, but the food is still very good. It is $46 for an adult, which is a kind of steep price, I guess, but it is all you care to enjoy. You do still get the entertainment. It does feel like it's missing something a little bit in here, though. It used to be more of like a party Oktoberfest atmosphere when it was a lot more full and you had people chanting with the band and stuff, and that's lost a little bit. And I do think I preferred it as a buffet because then I could have just gotten like 2 platefuls of that macaroni salad and the pretzel bread and the schnitzel and the meatball and not gotten the things that weren't my personal favorites. But you get a good variety of food. I think most palates are going to enjoy it, and it is really cool in here. So I think if the Beer Garden was always one of your favorites, you're still going to enjoy it. But for me, it's not my favorite place in World Showcase. But I'm not mad at it either, and I think they did a good job considering that the traditional way that you experience the Beer Garden cannot be done right now. So for me, definitely the highlights, that macaroni salad. I like the bratwurst, put it in the pretzel bread. Pro tip, a little mustard on there, you're welcome. I like the schnitzel, I liked the meatball, and then the dessert for me, the real winner, was that the strudel, and of course, can't go wrong with a German beer. So still good food, still quality entertainment, a little bit different vibe, but that's the Beer Garden. I'm in Canada right now, about to go have lunch at Le Cellier. I'm super excited. I haven't eaten here in a really long time. If you're unfamiliar, Le Cellier is a signature restaurant. It is a steakhouse, and it is here tucked away in the beautiful Canada Pavilion. Just look at this. Every time I see it, so gorgeous. So it's tucked away. Typically, it's a pretty difficult reservation to get because it is a really small restaurant. And now with limited capacity, it could be even harder, but I was able to snag one, and I'm excited to eat some steak. Okay, my first course is here. That is cocktails and carbs. Is this my favorite course? Maybe. Anyway, this is the Windsor Old Fashioned. It's their signature Old Fashioned here. It's got Canadian whiskey, muddled fruit, chocolate and orange bitters, and then a splash of soda. I love Old Fashions. They're probably my favorite cocktail, and I was very intrigued by chocolate and orange bitters, so excited about that. And then also, everybody gets this bread basket. It's 3 different kinds of Canadian bread. There's the Canadian pretzel bread. They actually, in Ontario, have the 2nd largest Oktoberfest in the world, my server just told me, so that's why they have the pretzel bread. Then this is this sourdough bread, which every spring in the Yukon, they have a sourdough festival to celebrate the daylight coming back because it's so dark there. And then this is a multigrain bread, which is made in honor of the central provinces in Canada because that produces the most grain. 50% of the world's grain is produced right there in the central provinces in Canada. So you get a little basket with a couple different breads and then some salted butter, and yeah, pretty jazzed about it. the Old Fashioned. That is a darn good Old Fashioned. Wow, that is fantastic. Picking up the orange more than the chocolate. But there is kind of a little cocoa-y sweetness on the back end. But most of all, can taste that Canadian whiskey. But man, that is a very good Old Fashioned. So not surprised, but delighted. My steak has arrived and I'm so excited about it. So if you've never been to Cellier, I highly recommend doing the signature filet, which comes with that truffle risotto and the mushrooms and the red wine sauce. And then I also recommend the cheddar cheese soup, which is their signature. But I've had both those things here, and it's Food and Wine right now, so you can actually get a sampling of both of those at the Canada Pavilion. So I decided to expand my horizons and try a little something new. So this is the strip steak. I did it medium rare. It comes with some crispy onions on top and a chimichurri sauce you can toss on there if you'd like, and then some roasted fingerling potatoes with the bordelaise butter and truffle seasoning, which it smells incredible. And I am also weak whenever I see roasted Brussels sprouts on a menu. So these are their roasted Brussels sprouts, which you can order as an additional side. You can share them with other people. And these are coated in a maple whiskey sauce. So really excited about all of the above. Steak time.
Yeah, that's right. Skinny and fried.
Steak, maybe one of my favorite foods. And that's probably because my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, long generational, multi-generational people live in Iowa, and they're all farmers, so this is where it's at. But I'm gonna try the first bite without any sauce or any of the crispy onion on it, just to get the meat. Cooked perfectly. I got it medium rare, and it's perfect. Nice little char on there. Really good quality strip steak there. And dip this next bite in the chimichurri. Ooh, that sure did kick it up a notch. That is so flavorful. Oh my goodness. I would not have expected to do chimichurri in Canada, but I'm glad we're doing it because lots of nice bright flavor, fresh herbs. Now I'm doing chimichurri and a crispy onion. I'm so happy right now. That is excellent. Crispy onion adds a great texture, and then you've got the brightness from that chimichurri sauce and the really good quality steak. Again, if you haven't been before, totally get the signature, but this is excellent if you're looking for something a little bit different, a little more unusual. Wow, that is great. And let's get into these potatoes now, which are covered in butter and truffle oil. Perfect little roasted potatoes. Love that butter. On the menu though, they also have like mashed potatoes, which you would swap in. I've got mac and cheese. It's a signature restaurant, so the service is great. You can swap in a lot of things, but these little babies are excellent. Yeah. Brussels sprouts time.
Okay.
Ooh, that maple whiskey sauce. Oh man. Ooh, that maple whiskey sauce. I would love to drink that. It's got a little sweetness from that. These are perfectly roasted. I love them when they're nice and crispy. Excellent, excellent side. If you're a Brussels sprouts fan, these are amazing. And if you're not a Brussels sprouts fan, these may convert you to be one. Here is dessert. It is the maple leaf cheesecake. So it's a little cheesecake, a little bebe cheesecake with a chocolate coating. And then it's got fresh whipped cream and some shortbread cookies and strawberries. And this one and the maple creme brulee, she said, are their most popular desserts. But look how cute that is. That is a good cheesecake, and it's got like a chocolatey coating. I think David Rose would be into this. That's how I'm judging. everything here, if the roses would eat it. Here's the creme fraiche. So good. I'm gonna do a little bite of this cheesecake filling with the chocolate and then get a little strawberry. That is where it's at. If you like cheesecake, this is a really fun way to end the meal. It's really cute. Or that maple creme brulee, like I said, is fantastic. So both of those are really delicious. I quite enjoyed my meal at Le Cellier. It is a signature meal, which would have been 2 credits on the dining plan, so it is more expensive. You're looking at a $50 or $60 steak, but the food's always incredible. The service is always great, and I really enjoyed it. I thought I got a very good chunk of meat for the $52, plus those Brussels sprouts. Oh, I'm gonna dream about those later. So Le Cellier, a classic, a fan favorite, and for me, I can totally see why. And like I said, if you're here at Food & Wine, you can still get the cheddar cheese soup and the signature filet, the little samplings of it at the Food & Wine kiosk here in Canada. If you don't have time or don't want to spend the time and the resources and the money to come actually eat at the restaurant, you can still get a little taste of Le Cellier. Well, friends, that is a wrap on the best things I've eaten recently at the table service restaurants throughout Walt Disney World. I hope you maybe found a new favorite, something you're going to try. What's your favorite restaurant in Walt Disney World? Definitely let me know in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. Until next time, now, I'm Molly, and it's been magical and delicious. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.